Spanish L2, Level 1, Lesson 4. By completing this lesson, you will be able to introduce yourself in both formal and informal situations using ser. First, we're going to review the verb ser. Then we're going to introduce the subject pronoun usted. We'll conjugate ser with usted. And then we'll look at some of the differences between usted and tú.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Bienvenido. Topic 1. Introducing usted.
Hola, ¿me recuerdas? Yo soy Lida. Hoy nosotros vamos a explicarte la diferencia entre tú y usted en español.
Usted means you. Tú means you. We use usted in formal situations, and we use tú in informal situations.
El verbo ser.
And here's a quick review of the subject pronouns in Spanish.
Yo. Tú. Él. Ella. Nosotros. Ellos.
Now we're going to conjugate the verb ser with the subject pronouns.
Yo soy. Tú eres. Él es. Ella es. Nosotros somos. Ellos son.
And here we have another subject pronoun, usted. It means the same thing as tú, it means you. But usted is the formal version. When ser is conjugated with usted, it's ustedes.
Tú eres. Usted es. Tú. Usted. Tú means you. Usted means you. Tú eres. Usted es.
Tú eres Jaime. Usted es Jaime. Tú eres Sean. Usted es Sean.
Now it's your turn. Use tú or usted to talk to Lida. Now it's your turn to practice these sentences. Listen and repeat after Jaime.
Tú eres Lida. Usted es Lida.
Topic 2. Using usted or to in formal and informal situations.
Situaciones informales. Utiliza tú con familiares, amigos, conocidos, niños.
How do you conjugate ser with tú? Is it tú eres estudiante? Or is it tú es estudiante?
Tú eres estudiante.
Once again, how do we conjugate ser with tú? Is it tú eres profesora? Or is it tú es profesora?
Tú eres profesora. Situaciones formales con usted. Utiliza usted con personas mayores o en situaciones de negocios.
Situaciones formales. Utiliza usted con personas desconocidas, superiores.
Usted. How do we conjugate ser with usted? Is it usted eres? Or is it usted es?
Usted es policía.
Usted. Once again, is it usted eres? Or is it usted es?
Usted es doctora.
Identify the situation and then conjugate the verb ser with either tú or usted. What would you use in this situation? Would you use tú or would you use usted with a young child? You would want to use tú. How do we conjugate ser with tú? Is it tú eres or is it tú es?
Tú eres Pepe.
What would you use in this situation? Let's say you're in a business meeting with Jose. Or let's just say you just met him and he's older than you. Would you want to use usted or would you want to use tú? You would want to use usted. How do we conjugate ser with usted? Is it usted eres or is it usted es?
Usted es José.
What would you use in this situation? Let's say you see your old friend Juan from high school. Would you use tú or would you use usted? You would want to use tú. how do we conjugate ser with tú? Is it tú eres or is it tú es?
Tú eres Juan.
Read the question, listen, and then respond. Now it's your turn to practice. Ask the question, wait for a response, and then respond to the question. Are you ready? Remember, out loud at home.
Yo soy Pepe. ¿Y tú?
Now it's your turn. Say the question. Say it out loud at home.
Yo soy José. ¿Y usted?
Now you need to respond to Jose. Here's what you can say. Yo soy, and then your name. For example, I could say, Yo soy Sean. It's your turn to practice again. Say the question out loud.
Yo soy Juan. ¿Y tú?
Remember, you need to respond. And here's what you could say. Here's what we're going to do in the next activity. You're going to listen and respond appropriately with either
Yo soy Jaime. ¿Y usted?
or you're going to use
Yo soy Jaime. ¿Y tú?
but of course you're going to use your name.
¿Quién eres tú?
Did you respond with something like Yo soy Sean? ¿Y tú? Let's try it one more time.
¿Quién eres tú?
How would you respond to this question?
¿Quién es usted?
Did you respond with something like Yo soy Sean? ¿Y usted? Let's try it one more time.
¿Quién es usted?
Conmigo utiliza tú.
Conmigo utiliza tú.
Conmigo utiliza usted. Because I'm a serious person.
Eso es todo por hoy. Buen trabajo.
Hasta pronto.